three is blocked. They get it to Davis, and here it comes. He jams it down. From the point, Bree Adams, lowering hard, and it's in! Off the stick of Sydney Kamstrup, and the Cougars are on the board. And he'll put it right on goal, and right into the goal! Ethan Olsen on a free kick. Interception, and two of those shouldn't have happened, in my opinion. There was a one on the far side back in the late first, early second quarter, I believe. So I hope it. One-handed grab, oh my goodness! Matthew Ozendorf into the end zone on a touchdown. Oh my God! Grant Nelson will pull down the rebound. Nelson will go to the hoop and jam it down with a one-handed slam. Savageville, the closest one there, couldn't quite get it off the far boards. Maddie Green will pick it up. She'll circle around. Being closely contested there, and it's picked up, shot on goal, and a rebound attempt, and another one, and it's in! It's Jordan Kesey with the goal, and it's 2-0 Bismarck Blizzard. Get it up to Pesa, off her knee, and just drops it. Ross is able to shuffle it out to Crabtree. They'll work back up the court. Near side, three on the way, and it's in! Paige Thompson with the triple. Getting the face-offs down on this end of the ice, and they have pulled their goalie. And here's an opportunity, and no. Friddle, it's there, it's in! Friddle scored with 5.5 seconds to go! Caleb Friddle gets the goal, and we're tied at 1! 22 to shoot on the shot clock here. Hoverson for his 9th three. Yes, he got it! 9 threes for Hoverson. Well, let's just see how many he can get here. Ty Satter wants the ball. He's going to maybe tee it up for 11th three. He got it! 11 three-pointers for Ty Satter. It's unbelievable. 35 points for Satter, and it's 75-37. All right, welcome back to Sheyenne High School here. Mike Mason with you on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Hope you're having a great early evening. The girls' game went a little bit long. Went into overtime. The Eagles picking up a 63-61 win. Mustangs had a chance at the end there to tie or take the or get the win, but the shot fell a little bit short. Defensive rebound by the Eagles, and that would seal it. And they would hold on and pick up a 63-61 win in overtime. So congratulations to both girls' teams on an outstanding season. And now it's time for the boys' game. And once again, Fargo Davies basketball coverage this season has been brought to you by Proton of Fargo Moorhead, Allstate Fred Hage Agency, Van Dam Chiropractic, Challenge Nutrition, and Fargo Davies families for making broadcast coverage of Fargo Davies basketball possible this year here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. If you'd like to team up with us for spring, you can certainly do that. I see our clock is ticking there. Let's stop that clock there. It shouldn't be doing that. And then you can either request like a game, a couple of games, or if you want to do like a whole season for your team, we can do that as well. You just have to contact us there at the phone number, email address, or we have the advertise button on our website as well that you can click on to get more information on that. Player profile videos, we do those too. It gets your skills in front of a college recruiter, and then you'll have a chance at a college scholarship. We've done 4 of them. 3 of those players have gotten college scholarships so far, so we're certainly proud of those statistics. If you are a senior who signed a letter of intent to play college or play sports in college, we'd love to sit down and talk with you as well. Look back at high school, ask you a few questions about that, get your advice for juniors who'll be going through the process next year, why you picked the college that you picked, and also 10 random questions to learn a little bit more about you. Nobody knows what those questions are, and that's always a fun segment. So everybody has enjoyed that part of those videos that we've done one with. So we'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll take a look at the team profiles for the boys and much more after this short timeout here on the ND Sports, on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Van Dam Chiropractic is dedicated to helping you achieve your health goals and improving your quality of life. Dr. Van Dam provides the most comprehensive chiropractic and acupuncture care. Whether you're recovering from a sports injury, work-related injury, car accident, or just getting relief from chronic pain, Dr. Scott Van Dam will get you back on the road to good health. They look forward to serving you at Van Dam Chiropractic. Call them at 532-5320 or visit them online at VanDamChiropractic.com.
Sitting here talking to our area Allstate agent, Fred Hage. Fred, insurance is never an easy thing to talk about or understand. What do you and your team do to make this a simpler process?
That's exactly right. Insurance can be complicated and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let my team educate you, protect you, and insure you the way you should be insured. Please give me a call today at 701-356-3665 or stop by one of my 3 area locations to better serve you. Allstate Fred Hage Agency.
Believe it or not, spring will be here before you know it. So you should seek a lawn company that will care about your lawn as much as they care about our local athletes. That company is ProLawn, a professional fertilizing and weed control lawn company located right here in Fargo. Visit ProLawn online at ProLawnFM.com and request a free estimate. Even with all the snow on the ground, ProLawn can still give you an accurate estimate with competitive prices as well as a prepayment discount. Contact ProLawn today, 701-293-0733, or email ProLawnFargo@gmail.com. Challenge Nutrition in South Fargo is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 different varieties, you are guaranteed to find multiple favorites that will quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different liftoffs. They'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Challenge Nutrition today, 5050 Timber Parkway, Suite 106 in South Fargo. Challenge Nutrition, nutrition for the win. All right, welcome back. It's time for the boys' game here between the Fargo Davies Eagles and the West Fargo Sheyenne Mustangs. Once again, you can find us online on Twitter at msportsnet, also on YouTube, youtube.com/Magnitude Sports. And then on Facebook at facebook.com/msportsnetlive. And also, if you go to our website there at msportsnet.com, under the Games button, you click on Game Schedule. You can find out, get a list of all of our upcoming broadcasts. And you can see that we'll have some tournament action from the Minnesota side at Concordia College coming up here over the next couple of weeks. And we'll see what else we can sneak in. A hockey game, a squirt hockey championship game, a lot of championship/playoff games on the schedule here tonight. Or on the schedule here for the upcoming week, I should say. Taking a look at some other games here in the EDC. On the boys' side, you got Grand Forks Red River at Fargo Shanley tonight. Fargo South is at Wahpeton. We have that game live for you on our YouTube channel. You just have to open up another tab and click on the other live video that's streaming right now. And then Fargo North is just up the road at West Fargo taking on the Packers. And then we have Davies and Sheyenne getting a little bit of a late start here thanks to the overtime for the girls' game, which was really exciting. 63-61 in favor of the Fargo Davies Eagles in that overtime matchup in the girls' game. And with that said, let's go ahead and take a look at the team profile. So the girls, Mustangs, fall to 11-10. They'll wrap up the regular season at 11-10, 5-5 at home, 6-5 on the road, and 11-9 in the conference. And the Eagles girls will wrap up the regular season with an overall record of 14-7, 7-3 at home, 7-4 on the road or neutral court, and 14-6 in the EDC. And now it's time for the boys. 19-1, both of these teams overall. At home, both teams are undefeated. On the road, both teams have one loss. Fargo Davies with that one road loss to Grand Forks Central, and Sheyenne with that one road loss to Fargo Davies at Fargo Davies High School earlier this year. Fargo Davies has a tough task on their hand as the Mustangs are undefeated here at home. We'll see how they come out and play the Fargo Davies Eagles here as they'll host the Eagles here on their home court for the final game of the regular season. Mustangs 9-0 here at home, 10-1 on the road, 18-1 in ADC. Pretty much identical for Fargo Davies, 10-0 at home, 9-1 on the road, and 18-1 in EDC. Taking a look at the season thus far for the Fargo Davies Eagles. Wins over Bismarck Century, Fargo South, Fargo North, Grand Forks Red River, Valley City, Fargo Shanley, Wahpeton, West Fargo Sheyenne, 74-47 back on January 10th when these two teams met back at Fargo Davies High School. But Fargo Davies would come off that win over the Mustangs and follow the Grand Forks Central Knights up in Grand Forks. 77-69, a game in which Ben Hoverson had 9 3-pointers in that contest. But they would come off that loss and defeat the West Fargo Packers, Devils Lake, Fargo South, Fargo North, Grand Forks Red River, and then in the rematch against Grand Forks Central, Ty Satter would set a school record as well as a Class A record, hitting on 12 threes in the one game. Amazing feat. You saw the 11th of those 12 threes in our opening highlight collage. And then a win over Wahpeton, Valley City, Devils Lake, West Fargo, bringing them into tonight's game against West Fargo Cheyenne. On the season for the Mustangs, they opened it up with a 62-58 win at Mandan. And then a 65-50 win over, or 65-50, let's try that again, 65-63 win over Grand Forks Red River. A 30-point win over the Grand Forks Central Knights, 81-51. Then a 92-39 victory over Valley City, 65-45 20-point win over their rivals up north, the West Fargo Packers. And then they would hold off Wahpeton, a game we had for you here on the, no, that was the first of 2 meetings. We had the second meeting here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. 71-43, 82-59 to Fargo Shanley, and then that loss to Fargo Davies, 74-47 back on January 10th. They would come off that loss to the Eagles, pick up a 68-55 win over Devils Lake, an 81-64 win over the Spartans, 84-54 and 91-54 at home and on the road against Red River and Grand Forks Central, respectively. A 40-point win, 93-53 over Fargo South, a 99-54 win over Valley City, 92-71 win over Fargo Shanley on the road, taking on the Deacons, a 76-52 win over the Wahpeton Huskies, a game we had for you here on Magnitude back on February 7th. Then a 98-66 win here at home against the West Fargo Packers, as well as a 80-73 win over Fargo North. 61-42 Delver Devils Lake, and the Mustangs come into the season finale against the Eagles with a 105-50 win over Fargo South on Tuesday night over the Bruins at Fargo South High School. Speaking of Fargo South, the girls' game between Fargo South and Wahpeton should be tipping off probably 15 minutes ago, I would suspect. That is live. I just checked our YouTube. That is live. You can watch that on our YouTube channel. I think you can watch on Facebook, but my phone isn't necessarily being cooperative here with the data signal that allows me to get onto the internet here on my phone. So I'm not 100% sure if that's on Facebook or not, but I would presume that it is. So you can watch that game and this game on Facebook and on YouTube and on our website as well. So that's a look at the season for these two teams here. I want to thank our sponsors once again, including Fred Hage, All-State Agent, Van Dam Chiropractic, Prolon of Fargo Moorhead, Challenge Nutrition, and Fargo Davies families for making this game broadcast possible. We're about 7 minutes away from the opening announcements. No national anthem in this one. They did that during the girls' game, so we'll take a timeout. And then when we come back, we'll have your final thoughts on this one here. Starting lineups, opening announcements, and all that other cool stuff when we return after this here and wrap up the pregame show next on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
What does it mean to be in good hands? It means to get an expert agent who's in it for the long haul. We'll get to know you and be there for you as your coverage needs change. I'm your area All-State Agent, Fred Hage. Let my team and I give you a free, no obligation, personalized insurance proposal and see for yourself what it means to be in good hands. Give us a call today at the All-State Fred Hage Agency or stop by to our new West Fargo location at the intersection of Veterans and 32nd Avenue. All-State Fred Hage Agency, with 3 area locations to better serve you.
Dr. Scott Van Dam provides comprehensive chiropractic and acupuncture health care. He specializes in treating conditions involving the nerves, muscles, and joints in patients from infants to elderly. If he finds your condition is one that cannot be resolved or you're not seeing improvement with treatment, he will get you to a doctor who can. Call Dr. Scott Van Dam at 701-532-5320. Also, visit them online, vandamchiropractic.com, or stop in for a consultation at 1203 28th Street, South Fargo. Believe it or not, spring will be here before you know it. So you should seek a lawn company that will care about your lawn as much as they care about our local athletes. That company is ProLawn, a professional fertilizing and weed control lawn company located right here in Fargo. Visit ProLawn online at prolawnfm.com and request a free estimate. Even with all the snow on the ground, ProLawn can still give you an accurate estimate with competitive prices as well as a prepayment discount. Contact ProLawn today, 701-293-0733, or email prolawnfargo@gmail.com. Challenge Nutrition in South Fargo is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 different varieties, you are guaranteed to find multiple favorites that will quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different liftoffs. They'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Challenge Nutrition today, 5050 Timber Parkway, Suite 106 in South Fargo. Challenge Nutrition, nutrition for the win. All right, welcome back. Senior night here at West Fargo Sheyenne High School. Nathan Goldaddy couldn't play due to an injury, I believe, from the football season. So they've missed him, but they've done well this year. Now the senior boys will, and senior girls too, ladies I should say, pose for a picture there. And always time for one more photo. They allowed one photo for every cell phone in this gym. We'd be here until like 2 in the morning probably. But that's 100% okay. That's what senior night is about. As you can see, it's a packed house here for this one. There's not a whole lot of spots to sit at here at West Fargo Sheyenne High School. Over on the far side of the gym, we'll have, I believe, some Fargo Davies fans. Let's see if we can find any faces we recognize. There we go. There's some Fargo Davies red right there. So Fargo Davies fans over on the far side, West Fargo Sheyenne fans right in front of me to my left and right. And the Mustangs warming up there in the orange, and the Fargo Davies Eagles there in their Cardinal Reds warming up on the floor as well. We're still about 5 minutes away here from the opening tip-off of the boys' game. Once again, in the girls' game, it was Sheyenne falling 63-61 in overtime. Didn't get a chance to add up any numbers, but we got a few minutes here of free time, so let's go ahead and do that right now. Brittany Huseth, once again, this is unofficial scoring. Had her down for 4. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 for Paige Johnson. Let's see here, 12-14 for Jolie Goodiron. 10 for Jaden Feist. 8 for Carson Sanders, 2 for Olivia Madsen, and 2 for J.C. Clemens. Once again, unofficial scoring for the Sheyenne Mustangs. Unofficial scoring here for the Fargo Davies Eagles. 2 for Michaela Solensky, 2 for Ellen Donut, 16 for Riley Wancha, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 for Taylor Fay, and Brooklyn Koenig was 3, 6, 9, 10, 12, 14. Ava Wild had 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And Lexi Simliascu had 3 all in the first half. So once again, unofficial scoring there for the Fargo Davies Eagles. The Eagles took the first lead change at 3-2. Mustangs took the lead at 4-3. Eagles at 5-4. Then we were tied at 6-6. It was 7-6 Mustangs, and they held on to that lead till the Davies Eagles took the lead at 14-13. Then the Mustangs got the lead back at 17-16 before we were tied up at 21. Eagles took a 23-21 lead. Then we were tied at 23. Mustangs take the 25-23 lead. Then we were tied at 25, and that's where we would sit at halftime. Yeah, just at halftime. Coming out of halftime, 27-25, Mustangs take the first lead. Eagles tie it back up at 27. And then the Mustangs take the lead at 29-27. Hang on to it until the Eagles take the lead at 34-33. Mustangs take the lead at 35-34. We were tied at 42. The Eagles took a 43-42 lead. Then the Mustangs took a 44-43 lead. Then we were tied at 46. The Eagles took a 48-46 lead. Then we were tied at 48. Mustangs took a 51-48 lead off a three-pointer by Jolie Goodiron. Then we were tied at 53. Then the Mustangs took a 54-53 lead. And then they would get a free throw to make it 55-53. And the Eagles would come back and tie it at 55, and we would go to overtime, where the Mustangs would take a 57-55 lead. Then we were tied at 57. Eagles took a 58-57 lead. Then they would increase that lead to 61-58, and then Jolie Goodiron would knock down a triple that knotted up at 61. The Eagles would get 1 of 2 from the free throw line from Taylor Fay to make it 62-61. To take the final lead change of the game, they would get another free throw later to make it 63-61. Sheyenne had a chance at the end there to tie it up, but the shot came short, and the Eagles hang on in overtime to win 63-61. 2 minutes, make it about 90 seconds away. Let's take one more timeout. We're back with the opening tip after this.
What does it mean to be in good hands? It means to get an expert agent who's in it for the long haul. We'll get to know you and be there for you as your coverage needs change. I'm your area Allstate agent, Fred Hage. Let my team and I give you a free, no obligation, personalized insurance proposal and see for yourself what it means to be in good hands. Give us a call today at the Allstate Fred Hage Agency, or stop by to our new West Fargo location at the intersection of Veterans and 32nd Avenue. Allstate Fred Hage Agency, with 3 area locations to better serve you.
Dr. Scott Van Dam provides comprehensive chiropractic and acupuncture health care. He specializes in treating conditions involving the nerves, muscles, and joints in patients from infants to elderly. If he finds your condition is one that cannot be resolved or you're not seeing improvement with treatment, he will get you to a doctor who can. Call Dr. Scott Van Dam at 701-532-5320. Also, visit them online, vandamchiropractic.com, or stop in for a consultation at 1203 28th Street, South Fargo. Believe it or not, spring will be here before you know it. So you should seek a lawn company that will care about your lawn as much as they care about our local athletes. That company is ProLawn, a professional fertilizing and weed control lawn company located right here in Fargo. Visit ProLawn online at ProLawnFM.com and request a free estimate. Even with all the snow on the ground, ProLawn can still give you an accurate estimate with competitive prices as well as a prepayment discount. Contact ProLawn today, 701-293-0733, or email prolawnfargo@gmail.com. All right, welcome back. Broadcast coverage brought to you today by Allstate Insurance Agent Fred Page, along with Van Dam Chiropractic, Challenge Nutrition in South Fargo, and ProLawn of Fargo Moorhead. Time now for starting lineups. We'll start with the cheerleaders, I believe. Once again, if you can't make it, can't stay home and watch the game, you can listen to it. Buddy Chase Miller has the call on AM 740 The Fan. Proud partners with 740 The Fan. When we get a chance, we team up for video and audio, and it's a great experience when we have an opportunity to do that. So nothing against the other radio stations, but like I said, we have that partnership with 740 The Fan, and so we'll promote them. And there's other radio stations carrying the game too, but we encourage you to listen to it on 740 The Fan if you cannot watch it here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Grayson Hammond will be one of your 5 starters for Fargo Davies. And Cole Hage going to Columbia High School, I believe in New York, after his senior year. That's Owen Heckner. And Cam Van Dam, or Cameron. And Nate Hensel will get the start here on the final game of the regular season. Or at least most of the seniors starting here for Fargo Davies. And we'll see if we can get, I don't know if we can get it or not. Yeah, we might be able to. Only got one spectator in the way, which is good. Zion Detman, number 2, along with Mason Erlacher. And my pen's running out of ink here. One, two, three, four. I'm missing one starter. That is Chuck DuBois. So Chuck DuBois, along with Blake Berg, Zion Detman, Tyler Terhark, and Mason Erlacher, your starters for the Cheyenne Mustangs. Your starters once again for Fargo Davies: Owen Heckner, Grayson Hammond, Cameron Van Dam, Cole Hage, and Nate Hensel. Your starters for the Fargo Davies Eagles. And it'll be Nate Hensel in the middle, I believe, anyway. We'll see when they line up there. Once again, we want to thank our sponsors one more time, including Allstate Fred Hage Agency, ProLawn of Fargo Moorhead, Challenge Nutrition, and Van Dam Chiropractic for making this game possible. And we're underway here in the boys' game. 18 minutes to go in the first half, and it's 0-0. It's a good game so far. Just kidding. Three from the far corner, off the back iron, won't go. Heckner gets the rebound. Cole Hage will skip it into the hands here of Grayson Hammond. Hammond gets it back to Hage, and Hage with the lob inside for Grayson Hammond to make it 2-0 Fargo Davies. Thought about the three. Now gives it back to Blake Berg. Now that is check that Terhark. Erlacher back over to Detman. Detman cruises around. Back over to Erlacher. They'll feed it down low to DuBois. DuBois got it popped away. I think Cameron Van Dam got a hand on it. Loose ball comes to Grayson Hammond. 16:54 and counting to go. Cole Hage, now Van Dam inside for Hammond. One dribble, turn around, off the glass, rolls off. And a loose ball is picked up there by Owen Heckner. That is Hammond, I believe, yep. And then now Van Dam will back up in between the circles here. Looking for a steal, it'll be a reach-in foul on Detman. First one of the half here for the Mustangs. No, it won't be a reach-in foul, excuse me, just out of bounds. Van Dam, a little strong. Rebound comes down here to Terhart. Quickly up court now, that is Blake Berg. Tapped out of bounds, stops the clock with 16:13 to go. 16:03, excuse me, to go. And Detman for three off the front iron won't go. Van Dam with the rebound, and almost 2 minutes gone here, and Mustang fans have yet to see their first points of the game. And there's a lob to Van Dam for the alley-oop. Van Dam give the assist to Cole Hage, and it's 4-0. We've seen that once or twice this season. Far side Urlacher pushes it into the corner. That is Detman being, I believe, Detman being guarded by Van Dam. Now Urlacher gets it back over to Detman. Thought about the three until Van Dam got into his face. And Detman will get the Mustangs on the board. 4-2. Hammond gets over to Van Dam. Van Dam for Hage. Back over near side for Heckner. Heckner drives into the paint, lost the ball. Detman picks it up, fires it up court here for Terhart. Terhart finds a cutting Blake Berg into the lane. And we're tied at 4. Foul goes on Nate Hensel. Free throw strong. Rebound by Hensel up to Van Dam. Hammond for Hage. Hage drives into the paint. Floats one up and in. Cole Hage with the bucket. And it's 6-4 in favor of Fargo Davies. That is Jackson Money into the lineup there for the Mustangs as Terhart gets it on the near wing. Terhart being guarded by Hensel. He'll get a screen from Du Bois. Now Money with it. Hands it off for Detman for a 20-footer. Swish, he got it! Zion Detman with 5 points, and the Mustangs take the lead at 7-6. Cole Hage with the basketball, gets it to Hammond. Hammond inside, draws the foul, and will go to the line to shoot 2. Stops the clock with 13:52 to go here in the first half. Free throws off the mark. And we're tied at 7. Near side here, that is Pinu. They'll work it up top. That is Blake Berg. Berg dribbles over high on the far side, pushes it up top here for Du Bois. Du Bois puts it into the hands of Pinu. Pinu drives down the far side of the lane, stops at the mid post, gives it back up top for Terhart. Justice Noel into the lineup here for Fargo Davies. 3 from Jackson Money. 10-7, Mustangs with the lead. Hammond gets it over to Noel. Ty Satter into the lineup as well. Noel strong with the hoop, got it in. Justice Noel. Makes it 10-9. 3 on the way, and it's in. Blake Berg with the triple. Hammond, corner, Hage, being guarded there by Terhart. Gets it back to Hammond. Hammond strong to the hoop, rolls off. Rebound comes to Terhart. Terhart flips it out near side here for Blake Berg. Blake Berg into the paint. Dumps it off down low, and that is the boys, I believe. 15-9, Mustangs with the lead. This is the kind of game we expected last time these two teams met up. Didn't quite go the way of the Mustangs last time. Right now, so far, so good for West Fargo Cheyenne. Ty Satter, that one off the back iron. And Moni will lose it back over to, or Pinu, excuse me, will lose it back to the Davies Eagles. Mustangs took the lead at 10-7. They haven't given it up yet. Fargo Davies sticking around though. Cole Hage, far side, works it to Van Dam. Van Dam now Mason Bitts at the free throw line. Floats one up, too strong, won't go. Rebound comes down into the hands of Jaheim Leak. Detman for a 3, in and out, won't go. That rebound for Noel. Noel will give it to Bitts in the backcourt. Bitts being guarded by Detman. Bitts will turn around, give it for Noel. Noel will hand it off for Ty Satter. Satter being harassed by Pinu. Gets it back in for Noel. Back out to Satter. Satter gives it to Hage. Hage looks at the basket, pulls the trigger, off the back iron. Rebound Van Dam, back to Satter. Satter looks to pass it and gets it right back from Noel. Now he fires it up in between the rings here for Mason Bitts, and the Eagles will reset. Bitts over to Hage. Hage trying to drive around Detman. Hands it off to Noel. Noel gives it back to Bitts, high on the far side. Bitts dribbles up top of the key. 10 on the shot clock. They work it in for Van Dam. Van Dam outside. Satter being harassed by Pinu. 3 on the shot clock. Satter for 3. Out of bounds, and that should be Eagles basketball. And they're saying it's a shot clock violation. Turnover, Fargo Davies. Well, the Mustang fans not cutting any slack here to the Fargo Davies Eagles with their chants from the student section. That's to be expected. Here, the winner of this one gets the #1 seed in the EDC tournament. And this one could go either way at either time. That is Terhart for a 3, won't go. Satter with the rebound. Both teams with a foul. Underneath, Hammond couldn't get it to go. Detman, bounce pass, Pinu for 3. No, front iron won't go. Rebound comes down to Moni. Back outside. 3-pointer on the way, won't go. Rebound there for Leak. Leak gets it up and in. And a timeout, Fargo Davies. The Mustang fans are into this one, if you can't tell. It's a little out in here. 17-9, Mustangs cruising so far. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Challenge Nutrition South Fargo is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 different varieties, you are guaranteed to find multiple favorites that will quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different liftoffs. They'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Challenge Nutrition today, 5050 Timber Parkway, Suite 106 in South Fargo. Challenge Nutrition, nutrition for the win. All right, welcome back. 17-9. Mustangs have the lead here over the Fargo Davies. Both these teams 19-1 coming into this game. One loss for Sheyenne was to Davies earlier in the year here. They're looking to get a little bit of a revenge if they can. We'll see how Davies responds. Mason Bitts with the basketball down to the baseline, kicks it out. Cameron Van Dam, 4-3, no, in and out, won't go. Rebound Mustangs. Collecting the board, there's Michael Nile. No, check that. Yeah, no, number 13, not 23, it's Pinu with the rebound. Money out, Du Bois in. Detman will trigger the inbounds pass from the baseline, and he'll get the ball right back. Now they work it up for Pinu, nearly poked away there by Bitts, but Pinu in between the rings will hand it off for Detman, high on that far side, directing traffic, looking for a screen, gets it back to Pinu. 9:07 and counting to go here, first half of play. 17-9 in favor of the Mustangs. Nice pass down low, and that was blocked on the dunk attempt by Jaheen Leak. Out of bounds, they'll stay with the Mustangs. .904 to go here in the first half. Terhart to the hoop, won't go. Tried to tip it in, Van Dam gets the rebound. Bitts to Hammond, to Van Dam, to Hage. Hage back to Bitts. Bitts into the paint, pops it out, Van Dam, high post. Now Heckner. Long three, straight away, got it! Owen Heckner with the triple. 17-12, it's a 5-point basketball game. Du Bois, they'll work it back up top. Pinu for a three, won't go. Heckner with the rebound. Heckner will scoop it into the hands there, Bitts. Bitts looking at head coach Bart Manson, looking for the call, and he'll call the play. And he'll dribble it over to that far wing. Work it back up top, Van Dam, now Hammond. Hammond back over to Hage. Hage is thinking about it, didn't pull the trigger, now steps in, long two, front of the rim, won't go. Ball's tipped and saved by Cameron Van Dam. Nice hustle there by Cameron Van Dam. West Fargo Sheyenne coach is saying the ball wasn't tipped, should have been over and back. It was a little bit off our camera at the speed of the game there. We can't verify or deny that. Shot is missed. Terhart with a rebound. Du Bois for a three. He got it. Chuck Du Bois with a triple. 20-12. 8-point advantage here for Sheyenne. 7:20 and counting to go. Van Dam works it to Hage. Hage inside for Hammond. Hammond out corner three. Heckner. No, in and out, won't go. Rebound comes down to Leak. Leak will get it to Pinu. Pinu will bring it over the timeline here. Now Terhart back to Pinu up top. Pinu will back up in between the circles. Now Zion Detman. Detman looks up top for Du Bois. Du Bois quickly over to Pinu here on the near wing. Clean game as far as fouls are concerned. Baseline fadeaway jumper for Detman in. Zion Detman with 7 points. 22-12, and the biggest lead of the game is 10 here for the Mustangs on their home court. Owen Heckner will drive in, stop at the low post, give it back out. Van Dam just outside the free throw line, swish, got it. 6:24 and counting to go here in the first half. 22-14. Eagles need to chip their way back into this one here before it gets too much more out of hand if they want to stay in this one. Right now, Mustangs doing an outstanding job keeping the Eagles off the scoreboard. Detman, high on the far side, feeds it into Terhart at the free throw line. That ball's tipped away. Detman picks it up to the hoop, off the front of the rim. Leak with the rebound, can't get that one to go. Du Bois with the rebound. That one will not go, and a rebound, I think Hammond got it. And out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Eagles. 5:55 to go here. Nate Hensel checked back into the lineup here for Fargo Davies. Hensel triggers to Hammond. Hammond over the timeline, gets it to Hage. Hage dribbles into the paint. They wanted to travel. It might have been, but no call. Hammond. Satter. Out for Noel. Noel from the high post. No, too strong. Detman with the rebound. Mustangs come back the other way here. Detman down low there for Money. Back out to Detman. Now Terhart quickly into the hands of Blake Berg. That one rims off the back iron. Hammond will bring it back here. Eagles trail by 8. Hammond still with the ball. I think that's a long 2. Off the mark, won't go. Hammond will get the own rebound, then someone will bump into someone, and that'll be a foul. Only the third foul of the game here for the Mustangs. Inbounds pass will be triggered by Hammond from the baseline. Jaheim Leak comes in. That gives Aiden James a breather on the bench. No, check that. Is that 32? Yeah, it is. That was Du Bois, excuse me. Page with a long 2, in and out. Here comes Berg, out top, long 3, a very long 3. Rebound snagged by Hage. Hage will hand it off for Hammond in the backcourt. If you missed the girls' game, that was a great one. It went to overtime. It's available for an on-demand replay on our website right now. That one's tipped into the backcourt. Satter will get it, bring it back. No complaints from the Mustang fans that time. Satter with a long 2. And there to tip it in was Hensel, but it didn't go. Quickly around. That is Money for 3. That won't go. Page with another rebound. A little over 4 minutes to go here in the first half. Hammond weaves his way through defenders and gets it to drop in. Grayson Hammond with 4 points. 22-16. They'll get the ball in for Money. And a foul, and Fargo Davies picks up their team's second. We'll see who they charge it to. Grayson Hammond picks up his first. Jackson Money with 3 points goes to the line to shoot 2. Makes the first one. Makes them both. Van Dam triggers to Hammond on the inbounds pass. A little over 3:45 to go here. Hammond down to the baseline, kicks out to Satter, up to Heckner. Hands it back off to Satter. Ball above his head, now Hage here on the near wing. Looks to dribble down to the baseline, and he got it. Cole Hage with 4 points now. 4 for Hage, 4 for Van Dam, 4 for Hammond, 3 for Heckner, 2 for Noel. Three minutes to go. Near side, it's Detman. Detman had that one poked away as he tried to feed it in for Money. Cole Hage will bring it over the timeline. 2:52 and counting. Hammond directing traffic. Puts the ball to the floor. Drives into the paint. Looking to kick it out. Satter near wing. Feeds it back in for Van Dam, and that one circles around and drops in. Van Dam for 6 points. And it's back to a 4-point deficit here for Fargo Davies. 2.5 to go. Terhart works it inside. Blake Berg got it. Satter, Heckner, thought about it, stutter step, goes to the hoop, rolls off the rim. Money with the rebound, gives it up to Detman in the backcourt. Detman hustles down, Terhart up top, around the corner, near far side, Blake Berg Blake Berg inside for Money, tipped away. Gets a foul on the backside of our camera there as Hammond tossed it up court to Satter, but the whistle comes first. Jaheim Leak picks up his first. Cole Hage. Now Noel. Starter clock. Satter out for Van Dam. That three a little bit off the mark. Tipped back up towards the basket. Blake Berg picks up the loose ball. And a foul. And they'll tip in. Will our clock tick down to a minute 24. Zion Detman gets the bucket and he'll go to the line to try and get an extra point. Detman's free throw is in. Van Dam to Hage. Hage looking at Van Dam for a potential lob, but gets it to Noel, and Noel will put it in off the glass. Justice Noel with 4 points, 29-22. 7-point advantage here for the Mustangs. Mustangs took the lead at 10-7. They haven't given it up yet. Just under a minute to go. Terhart outside Detman for three. Got it! Zion Detman with 2 threes. And it's a 10-point lead once again. It's the second time in the first half that the Mustangs have had a 10-point lead. Ty Satter nearly had the ball poked away from him, and travel is the call. Near side here, it's Terhart. Then to the lineup, there's Dominic Gossman, number 20 for the Mustangs. Now Terhart has it again. Terhart will hand it off there for Blake Berg. Terhart for a three. No. Noel with the rebound. Hage tees it up. A little short at the buzzer. Noel tried to push it in, and it won't go. And it's a 10-point lead at halftime here for the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs. We'll add up some numbers and come back with their halftime show right after this. Dr. Scott Van Dam provides comprehensive chiropractic and acupuncture health care. He specializes in treating conditions involving the nerves, muscles, and joints in patients from infants to elderly. If he finds your condition is one that cannot be resolved or you're not seeing improvement with treatment, he will get you to a doctor who can. Call Dr. Scott Van Dam at 701-532-5320. Also, visit them online, vandamchiropractic.com, or stop in for a consultation at 1203 28th Street, South Fargo.
What does it mean to be in good hands? It means to get an expert agent who's in it for the long haul. We'll get to know you and be there for you as your coverage needs change. I'm your area Allstate agent, Fred Hage. Let my team and I give you a free, no obligation, personalized insurance proposal and see for yourself what it means to be in good hands. Give us a call today at the Allstate Fred Hage Agency or stop by to our new West Fargo location at the intersection of Veterans and 32nd Avenue. Allstate Fred Hage Agency with 3 area locations to better serve you.
Believe it or not, spring will be here before you know it. So you should seek a lawn company that will care about your lawn as much as they care about our local athletes. That company is ProLawn, a professional fertilizing and weed control lawn company located right here in Fargo. Visit ProLawn online at ProLawnFM.com and request a free estimate. Even with all the snow on the ground, ProLawn can still give you an accurate estimate with competitive prices as well as a prepayment discount. Contact ProLawn today, 701-293-0733, or email ProLawnFargo@gmail.com. Challenge Nutrition in South Fargo is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 different varieties, you are guaranteed to find multiple favorites that will quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different liftoffs. They'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Challenge Nutrition today, 5050 Timber Parkway, Suite 106 in South Fargo. Challenge Nutrition, nutrition for the win. The Magnitude Sports Media Network is all about bringing your team home when they're on the road and bringing your team to your friends, fans, and family who are on the road. Does your team have a huge road game coming up on the schedule that your fans aren't able to attend? Does your family live in a different part of the country? Consider sponsoring your team. We can show you who's watching the game, the age group, the actual number of viewers, so team up with us to bring your team back to your home television when they're on the road playing. Visit our website, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843. Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only to the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/ndsportschannel/live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Van Dam Chiropractic is dedicated to helping you achieve your health goals and improving your quality of life. Dr. Van Dam provides the most comprehensive chiropractic and acupuncture care. Whether you're recovering from a sports injury, work-related injury, car accident, or just getting relief from chronic pain, Dr. Scott Van Dam will get you back on the road to good health. They look forward to serving you at Van Dam Chiropractic. Call them at 532-5320 or visit them online at vandamchiropractic.com. Challenge Nutrition in South Fargo is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 different varieties, you are guaranteed to find multiple favorites that will quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different liftoffs. They'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Challenge Nutrition today, 5050 Timber Parkway, Suite 106 in South Fargo. Challenge Nutrition, nutrition for the win. Believe it or not, spring will be here before you know it. So you should seek a lawn company that will care about your lawn as much as they care about our local athletes. That company is ProLawn, a professional fertilizing and weed control lawn company located right here in Fargo. Visit ProLawn online at ProLawnFM.com and request a free estimate. Even with all the snow on the ground, ProLawn can still give you an accurate estimate with competitive prices as well as a prepayment discount. Contact ProLawn today, 701-293-0733, or email ProLawnFargo@gmail.com.
Sitting here talking to our area Allstate agent, Fred Hage. Fred, insurance is never an easy thing to talk about or understand. What do you and your team do to make this a simpler process?
That's exactly right. Insurance can be complicated and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let my team educate you, protect you, and insure you the way you should be insured. Please give me a call today at 701-356-3665 or stop by one of my 3 area locations to better serve you. Allstate Fred Hage Agency.
All right, welcome back. Halftime here at Sheyenne High School. The Mustangs hanging on to a 10-point lead over the Fargo Davies Eagles. And at last check at halftime, it was Fargo South trailing the Wapton Huskies by the score of 32-24 at halftime. Let's go ahead and take a live look at that game right now. And as you can see, it is 35-26 with about a little under 15 minutes to go in the second half of play there in the girls' game. Huskies have the ball, and turnover there. Ball goes back to Fargo South, and looks like a possible foul is on the way. No, they're going to call a jump ball. So we'll check in on that game periodically throughout our broadcast here. And if you want to watch that game, you can. It's you just have to open up another tab on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Magnitude Sports. You can watch both games. You can flip back and forth. You can mute one, keep the sound on the other one, whatever you want to do. Jared Stevens has the call from the Bruins Den down there at Fargo South High School. Certainly appreciate him helping us out. Proud to provide wide-span community coverage of all the Fargo, West Fargo, Moorhead teams here in the on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Once again, we're at halftime here. Let's go over the numbers here. I'm wondering if one of these 2-pointers is a 3-pointer because I'm missing 1 point for the Mustangs. I have Zion Detman with 13, Blake Berg with 7, that equals 20, Jackson Money with 5, that equals 25, Chuck Du Bois with 3, that equals 28, and Jaheim Leak with 2, that equals 31, and Sheyenne has 32. So I'm not sure what I missed there, but I do apologize. So unofficial scoring, Zion Detman leading the way, though. We can say that for sure. with at least 13 points, maybe 14. And then for the Fargo Davies Eagles, Owen Heckner with 3, Justice Noel with 4, Grayson Hammond with 4, Cameron Van Dam with 6, including an alley-oop, give the assist to Cole Hage on a dunk early on in the game there, and 4 for Cole Hage to go along with that assist. 3 fouls for Fargo Davies in that first half, and 4 for the Mustangs in that first half as well, for a total of 7 fouls combined between the two teams. We are about, let's take a look here, about 2 minutes away. We're going to take another timeout. We'll be back after this for the second half.
What does it mean to be in good hands? It means to get an expert agent who's in it for the long haul. We'll get to know you and be there for you as your coverage needs change. I'm your area Allstate agent, Fred Hage. Let my team and I give you a free, no obligation, personalized insurance proposal and see for yourself what it means to be in good hands. Give us a call today at the Allstate Fred Hage Agency or stop by to our new West Fargo location at the intersection of Veterans and 32nd Avenue. Allstate Fred Hage Agency, with 3 area locations to better serve you.
Dr. Scott Van Dam provides comprehensive chiropractic and acupuncture health care. He specializes in treating conditions involving the nerves, muscles, and joints in patients from infants to elderly. If he finds your condition is one that cannot be resolved or you're not seeing improvement with treatment, he will get you to a doctor who can. Call Dr. Scott Van Dam at 701-532-5320. Also, visit them online, vandamchiropractic.com, or stop in for a consultation at 1203 28th Street, South Fargo. Believe it or not, spring will be here before you know it. So you should seek a lawn company that will care about your lawn as much as they care about our local athletes. That company is ProLawn, a professional fertilizing and weed control lawn company located right here in Fargo. Visit ProLawn online at ProLawnFM.com and request a free estimate. Even with all the snow on the ground, ProLawn can still give you an accurate estimate with competitive prices as well as a prepayment discount. Contact ProLawn today, 701-293-0733, or email ProLawnFargo@gmail.com. Challenge Nutrition in South Fargo is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 different varieties, you are guaranteed to find multiple favorites that will quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different liftoffs. They'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Challenge Nutrition today, 5050 Timber Parkway, Suite 106 in South Fargo. Challenge Nutrition, nutrition for the win. All right, welcome back. 18 minutes are on the clock. Let's go ahead and take a live look in at the Bruins den there. Girls basketball action on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Fargo South trailing Lopton 37-35. Game tying basket right there did not go. Just under 13 minutes to go, and for the lead. Yes, Fargo South 38-37 over the Wapton Huskies on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Jared Stevens has the call on that game. Back here, we'll reset our team fouls. And the first shot there is no good. Zion Detman gets it to Du Bois. Du Bois fires it over to the far wing there for Blake Berg. Berg hands it off for Detman. Detman being guarded there by Van Dam. Now Du Bois has it down low on Hage. Out to Berg. Berg, was he just outside the line? It should be a charge, I think. No, it's going to be, yes, it is a charge. Cole Hage just outside of that restrictive circle there, and that results in a charge on the Mustangs. Guilty party on that one was Blake Berg, his first. Satter from the corner, baseline, pulls the trigger, in! Ty Satter with his first bucket of the game. 32-24, 17-15 and counting to go here, second half of play. Detman brings it over the timeline, gets it over here to Blake Berg. Berg gets a screen, works it up to the top of the key, picks up his dribble, tries to work it down low there for Jackson Money, who gets around Hage. Couple of passes quickly over to Detman in that far corner, runs into a double team, picks up his dribble, back out top, Terhart to Berg. Berg drives down the far side of the lane, works up against Heckner, won't go. Heckner tips the rebound into the hands of Grayson Hammond. Hammond will get the ball back. Now back to Heckner. Heckner dribbles in, bounce pass to Hage. Hage floats it in for Van Dam up against Money. Ball's tipped as it went back out to Hage. And back the other way for the two-handed slam. It's Blake Berg. (34-24). And Heckner tries to respond, won't go. Detman with the rebound. Detman for Berg, it's tipped away. Satter got a hand on it. Now Detman has it again here on the near wing, being guarded by Hammond. Up top to Money, being guarded by Van Dam. Now Terhardt has it, being guarded by Hage. Terhardt flips it there to Blake Berg, being guarded by Satter. Berg with a little sweet move around Satter to get that bucket off the baseline in. Blake Berg with back-to-back buckets, a dunk and a baseline jumper from about 12 feet. Makes it a 12-point game, largest lead of the game here for the Mustangs. Hammond chops it back down to 10. Terhardt here on the near wing. Now Detman, just over 15 minutes to go. 10-point game here in favor of the Mustangs. They led by 10 at the half, 32-22. Now it's 36-26. Take away the first half, it's 4-4. And that three is off the mark, out of bounds. Turns the ball over to Fargo Davies. Hammond will slowly bring it up to and over the timeline. Mustang fans chanting defense. They'll get it to Satter. Satter to Hage. Hage dribbles into the free throw line, nearly lost it, got it to Hammond. Hammond tries to float it inside for Heckner. Heckner will come back out. Davies will reset. Now Hage here on the near side. Drives into the paint, kicks it out. Van Dam. Van Dam now gives it to Hammond. Hammond being guarded by Detman. Hammond backs Detman up into the paint, off the front of the rim. Hage with the rebound. Hage goes back up, does not get fouled. Hage with the bucket. Cole Hage with 6 points. 36-28, 14-17 and counting. Up top for Jackson Money. Now Terhardt has it. Terhardt hands it off there for Blake Berg, who had the dunk 2 baskets ago. Missed that one. Satter cleans it up. Brings it back the other way. Satter kicks it out. Hammond for three. No. Off the mark. Heckner with the rebound. Satter gets it back up top. Satter will try for a three. No, that one's off the mark as well. Money gets the rebound. Gets it to Detman in the backcourt. Detman brings it over the timeline. Drives right down up against Van Dam. Van Dam with the foul. He was in the defensive circle, but even if that wasn't the case, I don't think his feet were planted. Detman will go to the free throw line with 13:41 to go here. 13:37, excuse me. Detman gets the free throw. Hensel and Mason Bitts in, as well as Justice Noel. Once again, Mustangs took the lead at 10-7. They haven't given it up yet. It's back to a 10-point lead, 38-28. Detman with 15 points. Hage with the basketball, being guarded by Terhardt, flips it into the hands of Noel. Noel outside, far wing there for Hammond, works it down low, back for Noel, spins around, off the glass, won't go. Hensel there with the rebound. Hensel with the basket and one. Jaheim Leak picks up his second personal. 38-30 and a chance to trim it to 7 here if Hensel can connect. And no, it's in and out. But an offensive rebound into the corner and then into the hands of Jaheim Leak. Money will flip it out far side there for Blake Berg. Terhart for three. No. Hammond with the rebound. Hammond will bring it back. Noel works it inside. Hensel punched away out of bounds there by Jaheim Leak. It'll remain Fargo Davies basketball. Grayson Hammond will go down to the baseline to trigger the inbounds pass here with 12:57 to go in the second half. Inbounds pass to Cole Hage working against Terhart on the baseline. And a couple of the Mustang fans thought that Cole Hage's foot went out of bounds. To be honest, I thought it might have too, but the official didn't see it, and Cole Hage will go to the line as the Mustangs pick up team foul number 3. This one is the first on Jackson Money. Cole Hage to the free throw line for the first time tonight. So far, so good. 38-31, it's a 7-point game. Davies have one team foul. I need to update that. There we go. 2 for 2 for Hage. And quickly down the court there, a little bit faster than I could work in the turnover. Cole Hage. Charge. (38-32), Eagles within 6. Mustangs took the lead at 10-7 early in the first half. They haven't given it up yet. They've had 2 10-point leads and 1 12-point lead. But 12 is the biggest lead that they've had. That's Pinu with the basketball. Pinu got the ball back after it was deflected on an attempted pass to Money. Money will hand it off there for Terhart, and now a whistle. And I missed it. I was not paying attention to that part of the court. So whatever happened, the ball goes back to Fargo Davies. Those are the Sheyenne Mustang student section, and right here in this corner is the Davies student section. Mason Bitts with the basketball, now gives it to Cole Hage. Hage looking inside, now Noel. Noel back over to Bitts. Bitts pops it out, Hammond catch and shoot 3 off the back iron, it will not go. Terhart with the rebound, gets it to Detman. Detman will pull up for 3. Detman will connect on a 3. 18 for Zion Detman. And a 41-32 lead, back to 9 in favor of the Mustangs. Timeout on the floor, back after this. Van Dam Chiropractic is dedicated to helping you achieve your health goals and improving your quality of life. Dr. Van Dam provides the most comprehensive chiropractic and acupuncture care. Whether you're recovering from a sports injury, work-related injury, car accident, or just getting relief from chronic pain, Dr. Scott Van Dam will get you back on the road to good health. They look forward to serving you at Van Dam Chiropractic. Call them at 532-5320 or visit them online at vandamchiropractic.com. All right, coming out of the timeout, let's take a live look in at Fargo South and Wahpeton. Wahpeton, after Fargo South took the lead earlier, back up to a 10-point lead there, 51-41, with a little over 9 minutes to go. We'll make it 51-43 as Fargo South scores the basket. Back to live action here. Van Dam gets it to Hammond. .11:41 to go here in the second half. Hammond to the free throw line, misses the first one. That was his first free throw attempt of the night. 41-32, the last foul went on Chuck Du Bois, his third. Team's fourth. Free throws in. Pinu in between the circles. Gets it to Detman, high on that far side there. 11:35 and counting to go. Loose ball. Picked up there by Mason Bitts. Bitts to Hammond. Hammond down low. No, can't get it to go in. And they're saying the Eagles touched it last. 41-33. 11:22 to go here in the second half. Near side here, Berg works in for Pinu. Pinu deflected out to Detman along the baseline. 8-footer, no good. Heckner with the rebound. 11 minutes to go as Bitts will bring it over the timeline. Bitts hands it off for Hammond. Hammond getting harassed there by Pinu. Gives it up for Van Dam, who gives it to Hage. Hage at the free throw line, trying to work his way in, and they're going to call a foul on Cole Hage. That could have gone either way, I'll say that much. As Dossman, number 20, into the lineup here for Sheyenne. They're working to Pinu over to Dossman. Dossman in a double team. Now Blake Berg for three, short, out of bounds, and that will be Fargo Davies basketball as the three grazes the front of the net. Ty Satter will let it go out of bounds. Fargo Davies not necessarily out of time yet, but they need to put together a plan here before time does become an enemy. That certainly doesn't help as Detman gets the tip, takes it back the other way and lays it in. Off the steal, Zion Detman with 20 points. Grayson Hammond into the paint. Blocked by Blake Berg. Berg gets up to Detman. Detman outside for Money into the corner. Pinu for three. Off the mark, won't go. Rebound will go into the hands of Van Dam off the tip there by Heckner. Bitts will bring it over the timeline. Fire it near wing for Hammond. Hammond, ball above his head, looking inside. Nobody home at the moment. Hammond dribbles up, free throw line. Now Heckner at the top of the key. Drives into the high post, backs up, feeds it down to the baseline. Satter's there. Now Cameron Van Dam will reset. Van Dam looking for a lane, won't get it. Bitts will find a lane and find the bucket at the shot clock buzzer. 43-35 as Bitts gets his first bucket of the game. They're working in for Detman. Detman comes back out top, runs into a double team. Now Terhark over to Pinu. Pinu over on the far wing, getting guarded by Heckner. Fires it cross court. Detman for the catch and shoot. Three, and he got it! Zion Detman, 23 points. 46-35, and the Mustangs just need a couple more minutes of this, and it will almost be a sure thing. Still a lot of time to go yet, though. Ty Satter will trigger the inbounds pass to Owen Heckner. Heckner now back to Satter from Hammond. Van Dam to the hoop, lays it in off the glass. And a timeout, Fargo Davies. Van Dam with 8 points. 46-37, the Eagles have chipped it down to 9. We're back in 30 seconds here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Believe it or not, spring will be here before you know it. So you should seek a lawn company that will care about your lawn as much as they care about our local athletes. That company is ProLawn, a professional fertilizing and weed control lawn company located right here in Fargo. Visit ProLawn online at ProLawnFM.com and request a free estimate. Even with all the snow on the ground, ProLawn can still give you an accurate estimate with competitive prices as well as a prepayment discount. Contact ProLawn today, 701-293-0733, or email prolawnfargo@gmail.com. All right, welcome back. Taking a live look in here on our other channel at Magnitude, and the Bruins taking a three there, missing it. They're down 6. They were down 10 last time we checked in, and I believe that was Addie Wagner with the shot. Now she gets the rebound, and that one's off the mark, and there's a foul. So Fargo South will be going to the free throw line here. Down 6 with about 5.5 to go at the Bruins Den in Fargo at South Fargo High School. Back here's 8.5 to go, and it's a 9-point lead for the Mustangs. They took the lead at 10-7 early in the first half, and they have not given up the lead yet. The Eagles have not been able to chip it to anything less than 7 points up to this point in the ball game. Inbounds pass, and it's nearly poked away and out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Eagles. Nice defense there from Ty Sander, causing that turnover. Had a little bit of help from his teammate too. Inbounds pass into the backcourt for Heckner. Heckner now to Hammond. Hammond directing traffic, gets a screen from Van Dam, tries to work around the defender. Corner for Heckner, and he comes back out to that far wing. Steps in, and that one's poked away. Blake Berg lays it in. Around Satter, got it. Sorry, I bumped the camera there when I went to grab to turn it. That was my bad. Just under 8 minutes to go on a foul. Barika Pnu with his first personal. Bitts will get the inbounds pass high on the near side. Being guarded there by Detman. Now gets up top for Van Dam. Van Dam from the high post, short. Van Dam gets his own rebound, flings it out to Hammond for three. That one's off the mark. Detman with the rebound. 48-37, 7:37 and counting to go. Detman being harassed there by Bitts, gets it to Pinu. Pinu in a double team right now between Hammond and Satter, flips it up, gets it to Blake Berg. Berg now Terhark up top, being guarded by Justice Noel. Now Money goes up against Van Dam, and I believe he threw an elbow here, or is the foul on Van Dam? The foul is apparently on Van Dam. That is Van Dam's second personal, team foul number 4. Blake Berg with the basketball here in the near corner. Berg fires it up top for Pinu. Back to Berg here. Berg being guarded by Hammond. Berg will get around Hammond, go down to the baseline, get Hammond to commit to going up into the air, and gets the basket. Gets the patient points there. Blake Berg with 8 points here in the second half, and he has 15 in the game. That one's tipped, and the pass is collected there by Van Dam. And Hammond for three. That one rattles in. 30-second timeout, 50-40. Let's check that girls game once again. Live look in there, and the Bruins have trimmed it to 3, and they have the ball with just under 4.5 to go. It's a close one there. That could end up being a good game, almost like the girls game we had here. 1 point, a couple check-ins ago, Fargo South was down 10. Last time those two teams met, Wahpeton won it. And in that game, Jordan Kaler scored her 1,000th point in that last game down in Wahpeton when the Bruins went down there to play those guys. We'll come back to live action here. We'll check in with them 1 or 2 more times during our broadcast here. Out of the timeout, Detman gets it to Pinu. Pressure in the backcourt as Pino gets it over the timeline. Now Terhark, just barely got it, and that'll be a push or a timeout. Timeout, Cheyenne, and had they waited about a second to call the timeout, there might have been a foul on Fargo Davies. So 50-40 here with 6:35 to go. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by Prolon, Fargo Moorhead, Challenge Nutrition, All-State. Let's go ahead and take a live look in back here. As you know, it's close. 5-point advantage for the Huskies now. That shot off the front of the rim there. Fargo South appears to get that offensive rebound. That one's tipped away in a loose ball. Picked up by the Bruins. 3 on the way. That one's off the back rim. Back to action here. Out of the timeout. 10-point lead, looking for 13. No, that one won't go. Hage will get the rebound. 14, the biggest lead of the game here for the Mustangs. They had that earlier in this half. They've had 2 occasions where they had a 12-point lead, and they've had a number of occasions with a 10-point lead like they have now. Noel, got it. Justice Noel has 6 points now. Davies sticking around. They can get a turnover here and a basket. They'll be right back in this with just under 6 to go. Terhart with the basketball. Bounce pass through the legs of Satter. At least he tried to do it. Satter gets the rebound. Satter gets fouled down the other end by Terhart. 16 fouls on the Mustangs, and that is, I believe, the second on Terhart. Oh, no, that's his first. So Ty Satter with 2 points on the night. Make it 3. 7. This is the, they have not been within 7 since late in the first half. And now it's a 6-point game, and the Eagles are right there with an opportunity to make this one interesting down the stretch. Detman will try and get a 3 in. Yes, he will! Five 3-pointers for Zion Detman. He has 26 points, 13 in the first half and 13 here in the second half with 5 minutes to go. Nearly a loose ball. Back to Van Dam. Van Dam will give it to Hammond. 53-44. And that 3's out the front of the rim, and I believe Hage touched it last. No, it'll stay with the Eagles. Blake Berg must have got a finger on it on the attempted save there, so it looked like Hage had touched it last. Van Dam works it out for Hammond. Hammond gets around Detman. To the hoop, won't go. Noel there for the cleanup, got it. Justice Noel with 8 points now, and that's a big bucket for Fargo Davies. That'll be a foul on Van Dam. I believe it's his 3rd. And it is indeed his 3rd. Team foul number 5. They'll bounce it in from Money out to Detman now. Detman in between the circles. Tried to poke it from behind. There was Satter. Du Bois with a 3. That one won't go in. Offensive rebound, Terhart. Terhart tried to feed it in, but it was intercepted. Satter, Hammond to the hoop. Got it! 53-48. .421 to go here in the second half. Ty Satter picks up his first, team 6th. Detman with the basketball here and 26 points. Now Du Bois over to Terhart, back to Berg. Berg feeds it down low. Jackson Money rolls off the rim, and the rebound is stripped and stolen away there by Cameron Van Dam. A basket here could pull the Eagles within 3, and it'd be a 1-possession game. Hage, Satter, long 2. Rolls off, Money with the rebound. And that'll be a foul on Hammond. Hammond picks up his second. 53-48, 3:40 to go, a 5-point game. Baskets here in the next 40 seconds are huge. Whoever gets more of them will have the momentum, no doubt about it. You could say that Fargo Davies has maybe a slight momentum advantage right now, but they still trail. 54-48 now as Berg knocks down the free throw, and he'll put the second one in as well. 55-48. Van Dam out to Hammond. Hammond will get a screen from Van Dam. Drive into the lane, kick it out, Noel. Noel into the corner, backs up. Has Cole Hage. Hage, long two, swish, got it. Cole Hage with the bucket. He has 10 points now on that basket, and it's a 5-point game. It'll stop our clock. 3:15 to go. Timeout on the floor. Let's go ahead and check in one more time here at Fargo South and Wahpeton. And it's 62-56 with just under 2 minutes to go. Looks like they're going down to the other end, possibly for free throws here for Wahpeton. So 62-56, minute 44 to go there. Wahpeton might have that one in hand. We'll see how Fargo South responds, as it appears that Wahpeton's in the double bonus now. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by Challenge Nutrition, Prolon Fargo Moorhead, Allstate Fred Hage Agency, and Van Dam Chiropractic. Bringing you Fargo Davies and Sheyenne Mustang basketball today. Certainly appreciate your support of high school athletics. And Prolon for supporting all of the West Fargo Moorhead basketball and sports teams here in the Fargo Moorhead area, including Oak Grove and Park Christian. Proud sponsor of all those teams. Certainly appreciate that. Giving us the opportunity to provide wide community coverage here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. 63-56 with a minute 18 to go there as the timeout comes to a conclusion back here at West Fargo Cheyenne High School. Mustang basketball. 3:15 to go. 3:09 and counting. Terhardt with the basketball there, being harassed by Saturn Hammond. Now Detman has it, works it into Blake Berg. Berg tries to feed it down low for Money, and tipped into the hands of Terhardt. Terhardt tips it out to Detman. Detman, now Terhardt thought about a three, and now steps in for the long two. Got it. Tyler Terhardt with his first basket of the game. It comes with 2:42 remaining here in the basketball game. 57-50 Mustangs rebuild their lead up to 7. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be right back. Believe it or not, spring will be here before you know it. So you should seek a lawn company that will care about your lawn as much as they care about our local athletes. That company is ProLawn, a professional fertilizing and weed control lawn company located right here in Fargo. Visit ProLawn online at ProLawnFM.com and request a free estimate. Even with all the snow on the ground, ProLawn can still give you an accurate estimate with competitive prices as well as a prepayment discount. Contact ProLawn today, 701-293-0733, or email ProLawnFargo@gmail.com. Challenge Nutrition in South Fargo is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 different varieties, you are guaranteed to find multiple favorites that will quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different liftoffs that will give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Challenge Nutrition today, 5050 Timber Parkway, Suite 106 in South Fargo. Challenge Nutrition, nutrition for the win. All right, let's take a quick peek. They're in a break over there. Back to action here. If we can get the button to work. There we go. Sorry about that, folks. That basket's up and in. That was Cole Hage. He has 12 points now. It's Detman. Detman trying to work it in. Money outside corner. Back to Detman. Pulls the trigger on the three. Off the rim. Won't go. Hage battles for the rebound and gets it. 57-52. 2 minutes to go. Davies down 5. They've been in situations like this only a couple times this season. One of them was recently against Devils Lake on the road. They came out victors in that one, but just barely. I think it was a 2 or 3 point victory for Fargo Davies in that game. Hammond. Hage up top. Long three. Looks good. It is good. Cole Hage pulls the Eagles within 2 points. Cole Hage with a huge three-pointer, and it's 57-55 with just under 90 seconds to go. Terhart, Detman, he can pull the trigger and make it from there if Detman wanted to, but he won't. Got to play some smart basketball here, both teams do, to come out with the victory now. Du Bois, in and out, won't go. Satter with the rebound, and the Eagles could tie or take the lead. Last time the Eagles had the lead, the score was 6-4. Cole Hage has had a big night so far. Pops it out to Satter. Satter, Hage for another three. It goes in! Fargo Davies with a 58-57 lead. That three rolled around the rim and then dropped in. Cole Hage, back-to-back threes to pull him within one and give him a 1-point lead. 58-57, the Eagles take the lead. Off a three-pointer by Cole Hage. .36 seconds to go there. Looks like Wahpeton will get the win in that game. We'll check in when the opportunity presents itself. Mustang fans over there trying to cheer their team on to get the lead back. And now the Eagles fans just a little bit louder than the Mustang fans on that "Let's go Mustangs, let's go Eagles" back and forth chant. 37 seconds to go. Shot clock is about a 5-second difference. Detman for three. Got it! Zion Detman with another three. And a timeout. 60-58 in favor of the Mustangs. We've had 4 lead changes and 2 ties. We were tied at 4. Davies had a 6-4 lead. We were tied at 7. Mustangs took a 10-7 lead and held on to that until Cole Hage knocks down a triple to give the Eagles a 58-57 lead. And now Zion Detman knocks down a triple to give the Mustangs back a 2-point lead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 three-pointers for Zion Detman. 4 of those here in the second half. Zion Detman with 12, 14, 16, 26, 29 points for Zion Detman right now. And the Mustangs with a 2-point lead. Let's see where that other game is at. Should be wrapping up here, and looks like they're in a timeout right now. We'll come back here in a moment. 22 seconds on the clock here in the gym. Mustangs still talking it over. It'll be Fargo Davies basketball coming out of the timeout. Once again, 23 seconds to go here in regulation and a 2-point lead for the Mustangs. Mustang fans will get on their feet here for the conclusion of this one. Hammond. Van Dam to Hage. Hage drives down to the baseline, fades away, got it, we're tied! Hage with the big bucket to tie it at 60. Six seconds on the clock, we're tied at 60. Oh, the girls' game went to overtime. Let's do one more if we can. We'll see if one of these teams can maybe get a game-winning bucket. Let's see if that other one is wrapped up yet. 3 seconds, and looks like Wahpeton will win that one. 69-62 is the final. Wahpeton over Fargo South in that girls game there. I want to thank Jared Stevens for doing that game for us here. Here we're knotted up at 60. 6 seconds to go in regulation. Cole Hage with a huge second half to give the Eagles life at the end here. Knocks down a couple of big threes and a fadeaway too, and an immediate timeout, Fargo Davies. Let's see here, that took 0.8 of a second off the clock. We're at 5.2. Mustang fans are on their feet here. There's not a lot of spots to sit here. Matter of fact, everybody across the gym is on their feet as well. That is the Mustang student section here, trying to cheer on their team to a victory. And over on the other opposite corner here, you got the Davies Eagles student section with the Eagles parents. And then the Cheyenne parents there. 5.8 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. Mustang basketball here with 5 seconds to go. Detman has the ball. No, Blake Berg, excuse me. Terhart for 3 in the win. No, it's at the back iron. We're going to overtime. Well, the girls' game went to overtime, and so does the boys. You couldn't ask for a better ending to the regular season here than two teams that are 19-1, and you have to go to overtime to decide the victory. Cole Hage, 4 points in the first half, and 14 in the second half for a total of 18. And the final 8 of those 18 points so far have been the biggest points for the Fargo Davies Eagles. He knocked down a 3 to pull the Eagles within 1. Within 2, I meant. And then he knocked down another 3 to give the Eagles a 58-57 lead. The Mustangs will get a 3-pointer back the other end and take a 60-58 lead. And then Hage on a fadeaway off the baseline knocks it up at 60. And that's where we sit heading into the overtime session here. The winner is the #1 seed in the EDC tournament. We got bonus basketball to decide who that #1 seed is going to be. 4 minutes are on the clock. Blake Berg and Van Dam in the middle for the tip, and it's won by Fargo Davies. Hammond, and a foul on Cheyenne. The foul goes on Chuck Du Bois, his 4th. Grayson Hammond, free throw in. Hammond's second free throw off the mark, won't go. Money for a 3 and a 2-point lead. No, that's off the mark. Rebound Davies. Satter, Van Dam, back out top, Hage. Hage with a bounce pass near wing here to Hammond. He'll come back out in between the circles, and the Davies Eagles will reset here with a 1-point lead in overtime. 3:29 to go. Hage spinning around, got the bucket. Cole Hage. And out of bounds, he'll stay with the Mustangs. (63-60) in favor of Fargo Davies here in the overtime session. Detman trying to tie it up, and it goes off the top of the backboard, out of bounds, and back to Fargo Davies. 3:10 to go here in the overtime session. Van Dam for Hage. Hage inside. Van Dam tried for the alley-oop there. Couldn't quite grasp the pass. Mustangs will bring it back with a chance to tie. Be careful on the table. Detman for a three from the corner. No, that won't go in. Loose ball picked up by Ty Satter. 2:40 to go here. 3-point lead for the Eagles. Hammond in between the rings, being guarded by Detman. Fires it near side here for Ty Satter. Up against Pinu, and a whistle. I'll stop the clock with 2:29 to go here. 2:28 to go, actually. That is the second personal on Pinu. Ty Satter to the line. He's perfect tonight, and he remains perfect. A 4-point lead is the biggest lead the Davies Eagles have had the entire game. Can he make it 5? No, he cannot. Satter misses the free throw. Here comes Blake Berg up against Van Dam. Van Dam picking up his 4th. One more and he's out. 64-60, 2:23 to go here, 2:22 to go in the overtime. Free throw is in. Blake Berg hasn't missed tonight from the free throw line. That time he did. Berg trying to get a steal from Hammond. Kicks it out for Hage, being guarded by Terhart. Hage, ball to the floor. Comes off Terhart, picked up by Berg. Now gets it to Satter, cuts into the lane. The ball stolen away by Pinu. 2 minutes to go. Mustangs down 3. Up top, Money for the tie. Yes! Jackson Money drops it in for the tie at 64-64. Van Dam up top now for Hammond. Cole Hage drives down to the baseline, floats it in off the glass, won't go. Loose ball is picked up there by Zion Detman. 90 seconds to go here in the overtime. Knotted up at 64. And a loose ball. Hammond 1-on-2 to the hoop. Too strong. Rebound poked around, picked up by Terhart, gets it to Money. A minute to go. Here's Blake Berg. Berg into the corner for Pinu. Pinu works it inside, stolen by Noel. Van Dam gives it to Hage. Hage into the corner, Satter for 3. No, off the front iron, won't go. Money saves it, and a foul. A foul here on Fargo Davies. With 48 seconds to go, make it 51 seconds as our clock didn't stop there. We apologize. Has to make one to get one. And this is for the lead. Zion Detman got it. 65-64. Back-to-back free throws. Hage with the basketball. Hage will drive down to the baseline, spin, fade away, and it rolls off the rim. Noel with the rebound, out to Hammond. Hammond for Van Dam. Off the glass, in and one. He got it. Tied at 66, and Van Dam with a chance to get the lead back here to Fargo Davies with 31 seconds to go in overtime, and the free throw's in off the glass. Van Dam with a crucial free throw. 67-66. Shot clock is about 4-second difference. And that one's off the glass, won't go. Rebound Satter in the corner. Satter gets harassed and fouled by one of two Mustangs, either Moni or not sure. Timeout on the floor. 12 seconds to go here. Eagles have a 1-point lead in overtime. Fouls 9 per team. Next one puts the other team in the double bonus. Got the Mustang fans cheering on their team from the student section on the far side. Got some young Mustang fans just off to my left here enjoying the broadcast off our monitors here in our broadcast station. The atmosphere here is outstanding. Mustangs will break the huddle. Fargo Davies still talking it over. They lead by 1 here with 13 seconds to go. Both teams have 9 team fouls here in overtime number 1. Mustangs are on the court. They're ready to play. Davies finalizing their plan here to try and hang on to this 1-point lead. Davies basketball out of the timeout. 13 seconds to go. Satter gets fouled. We'll march down to the other end here for free throws. I believe it's double bonus. We'll see in a moment here. Mustang fans get loud here, trying to distract Ty Satter. Not gonna work this time. Ty Satter remains perfect from the, no, check that, he missed his last one. But he's only missed one here in the game so far. It's a 3-point lead. 12 seconds to go, shot clock is off. And a timeout, West Fargo Sheyenne. They want to talk it over here as they are, they need a tie here. They have 9.2 seconds to work with here in the overtime period. Next foul by Davies puts Sheyenne at the line to shoot 2. I don't know, I have to give it to the Eagles crowd. They're a little bit louder today than the Mustang fans are. Take a look over there. There's a few spots in the middle there. That's about it. Every spot's taken up, and on the near side, it's about the same situation. Maybe it's a little bit less seating over here where I'm at. Mustang basketball, 9.2 seconds to go. They're down by 3. A 3 would tie it to send it to potentially send it to double overtime. Money will trigger the inbounds pass. Get into Blake Berg, 4-3 in the tie. No, it's short. Satter whips it down court. And we have a foul here, and that was a smart play by Satter. Throw the ball where you want it. Now, even if it would have went out of bounds, it would have chewed up clock and made it a little bit more difficult here. Last chance for West Fargo Cheyenne. It's Tyler Terhart. Detman at the buzzer. He got fouled. He got fouled on a 3, and he's going to go to the line to shoot 3 free throws with 0.5 on the clock. You couldn't ask for a better finish than this one. It's going to come down to Zion Detman hitting 3 free throws. Talk about pressure here. He makes the first one. Zion Detman, 6 for 6 from the free throw line today. 7 for 7, and the 8th free throw is the biggest free throw of the game. If he can get it, we are tied with 0.5 on the clock. Zion Detman, the game comes down to this. He missed it. Tipped in at the buzzer. No. Tipped away by Noel. And the Eagles 69-68 in overtime. A very tough loss for the Mustangs and a come from behind win there for the Eagles. And you can see there the head coaches for the two teams hugging, shaking hands. Bart Manson there talking to the Mustangs. That was Blake Berg that he was talking to there. Now Tyler Terhart and Zion Detman. Detman got fouled on a three-pointer, and he made the first 2, and the only free throw he missed the entire game was the one that would have tied it. Wow. I am absolutely speechless right now. I do not know what to say, so let's take a timeout, and we'll collect our thoughts and come back with the post-game on this one here. What a game, 69-68. Davies win in overtime. Want to thank our sponsors, including and Prolon of Fargo Moorhead. Your post-game show is coming up next after we get a breather here. 69-68. Davies in overtime. Zion Detman, nothing to hang his head about. But man, he wishes that he would have had a 4th free throw. I bet you a bunch of bucks on that one. Did you miss any or all of this live game broadcast? Not to worry. Over 90% of the games on the Magnitude Sports Media Network are available on demand on our website within a couple hours, so you can watch the game anytime. You can also take advantage of the DVR feature, which puts instant replay instantly into your hands. You can watch a delayed version of this live broadcast, rewatch a big play or score, and then at any time, return to live action simply by clicking live. Now you don't have to miss your son's game-winning goal or your daughter's set sealing ace serve. Thanks for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Dr. Scott Van Dam provides comprehensive chiropractic and acupuncture health care. He specializes in treating conditions involving the nerves, muscles, and joints in patients from infants to elderly. If he finds your condition is one that cannot be resolved or you're not seeing improvement with treatment, he will get you to a doctor who can. Call Dr. Scott Van Dam at 701-532-5320. Also, visit them online, vandamchiropractic.com, or stop in for a consultation at 1203 28th Street, South Fargo.
What does it mean to be in good hands? It means to get an expert agent who's in it for the long haul. We'll get to know you and be there for you as your coverage needs change. I'm your area Allstate agent, Fred Hage. Let my team and I give you a free, no obligation, personalized insurance proposal and see for yourself what it means to be in good hands. Give us a call today at the Allstate Fred Hage Agency or stop by to our new West Fargo location at the intersection of Veterans and 32nd Avenue. Allstate Fred Hage Agency with 3 area locations to better serve you.
Believe it or not, spring will be here before you know it. So you should seek a lawn company that will care about your lawn as much as they care about our local athletes. That company is ProLawn, a professional fertilizing and weed control lawn company located right here in Fargo. Visit ProLawn online at ProLawnFM.com and request a free estimate. Even with all the snow on the ground, ProLawn can still give you an accurate estimate with competitive prices as well as a prepayment discount. Contact ProLawn today, 701-293-0733, or email prolawnfargo@gmail.com. Challenge Nutrition in South Fargo is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 different varieties, you are guaranteed to find multiple favorites that will quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different liftoffs. They'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Challenge Nutrition today, 5050 Timber Parkway, Suite 106 in South Fargo. Challenge Nutrition, nutrition for the win. Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only to the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/ndsportschannel/live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. The Magnitude Sports Media Network is all about bringing your team home when they're on the road and bringing your team to your friends, fans, and family who are on the road. Does your team have a huge road game coming up on the schedule that your fans aren't able to attend? Does your family live in a different part of the country? Consider sponsoring your team. We can show you who's watching the game, the age group, the actual number of viewers, so team up with us to bring your team back to your home television when they're on the road playing. Visit our website, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843.
High school sports programs provide valuable lessons for practical life solutions, teamwork, sportsmanship, and hard work. Students learn self-respect through responsibility of their actions through high school activities. There are kids out there, coaches and parents, who appreciate sports officials for doing a tough job with class. More officials are needed. Someone like you. Contact your local high school or the North Dakota High School Activities Association to find out how to become an official. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
All right, welcome back here to our post-game show, and, well, let's go ahead and take a look at the team profiles. Once again, your final score, 69-68 in overtime. Zion Detman getting fouled on what would have been a game-tying three. He had to go to the line to shoot three. He made the first two, and he missed his only free throw of the game there at the very end. And what a tough loss to take in for the West Fargo Sheyenne Mustangs here, is that's their only loss here at home the entire season. Let's see here. I'm trying to hit a button, and apparently it's not working here for some reason. Oh, I know why it's not working. Okay, we're gonna hit something here. It'll say pregame show for a moment. Just give me a moment here. There we go. We'll just keep it here and go over the team profiles as they're updated on our post-game show and not our pregame show. So the girls finish up 11-10 for the Mustangs, 5-5 at home, 6-5 on the road. And thank you for letting me use that. I appreciate it. 5-5 here at home, 6-5 on the road, and 11-9 in the conference. While the girls for the Fargo Davies finished the season 14-7, 7-3 at home, 7-4 on the road, and 14-6 in the conference. And the Sheyenne Mustangs fall to 19-2. Their only 2 losses of the entire year. 1 on the road at Fargo Davies and 1 here at home against Fargo Davies. 9-1 at home, 10-1 on the road or neutral court, 18-2 in the EDC. And Fargo Davies takes the number 1 seed in the EDC tournament with an overtime win, improving to 20-1 with a 10-0 record at home and a 10-1 road on the 10-1 record on the road and neutral court. That one loss coming as a surprise to everybody when they would fall to Grand Forks Central, and you had to wonder what happened in that game, other than 9 3-pointers from one of the Knights forwards there. Certainly played a role in that one loss for Fargo Davies this season. So, man, what a game. I would not be a bit surprised if this one gets a few more hundred views, according to my stats here on my left-hand side here. We had 427 people watch this game, and I'm not sure how many watched it at the beginning, but I can take a good guess that most of them were there at the end. There's no doubt about it. Okay, let's get back to our post-game show graphics now. Have to scroll all the way down. I thank our sponsors once again. Allstate Fred Hage Agency, along with Challenge Nutrition, Van Dam Chiropractic, and Prolon of Fargo Moorhead, plus Fargo Davies families. And Scott Van Dam coming up here during that commercial break saying thanks for the season. And I want to say thanks to the sponsors. I've done a lot of basketball games in 4 years, I think right around in the low 400 area. And this season for Fargo Davies, and I'm not saying this because I'm like a Fargo Davies fan per se, because I enjoy basketball from all of the EDC teams, and especially the ones here in Fargo. Red River plays a good game. We saw them last night against Wahpeton. But, man, I mean, just an electric atmosphere on the road, at home. Alley-oops, slam dunks, 3-pointers. Ty Satter setting a Class A record with 12 about 2 weeks ago. I mean, it's been absolutely fantastic. At the about midway through the season there, we had the top 10 Davies dunks out of like 15 that were available. It was awesome. And like I said, I'm not saying this just to beef up Fargo Davies or anything like that, because there's a lot of other great teams here. But these sponsors asked me to cover Fargo Davies this year, and I couldn't have been any happier to do just that. If you want to team up with us in the spring, you can do that. As I just mentioned a moment ago, 427 viewers. So that equals about half of our total in a month there. And we have 1,000 plus on social media, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. You can get a booster plan for as little as $25 a month. We'll get your promotion on our Facebook, our Twitter, our YouTube, and on our scoreboard as well. You can call us, email us. We have 1 track meet, 2 baseball games locked in so far. We're going to take... Did you miss any or all of this live game broadcast? Not to worry. Over 90% of the games on the Magnitude Sports Media Network are available on demand on our website within a couple hours, so you can watch the game anytime. You can also take advantage of the DVR feature, which puts instant replay instantly into your hands. You can watch a delayed version of this live broadcast, rewatch a big play or score, and then at any time, return to live action simply by clicking live. Now you don't have to miss your son's game-winning goal, your daughter's set sealing ace serve. Thanks for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Dr. Scott Van Dam provides comprehensive chiropractic and acupuncture health care. He specializes in treating conditions involving the nerves, muscles, and joints in patients from infants to elderly. If he finds your condition is one that cannot be resolved or you're not seeing improvement with treatment, he will get you to a doctor who can. Call Dr. Scott Van Dam at 701-532-5320. Also, visit them online, vandamchiropractic.com, or stop in for a consultation at 1203 28th Street, South Fargo.
What does it mean to be in good hands? It means to get an expert agent who's in it for the long haul. We'll get to know you and be there for you as your coverage needs change. I'm your area Allstate agent, Fred Hage. Let my team and I give you a free, no obligation, personalized insurance proposal and see for yourself what it means to be in good hands. Give us a call today at the Allstate Fred Hage Agency or stop by to our new West Fargo location at the intersection of Veterans and 32nd Avenue. Allstate Fred Hage Agency with 3 area locations to better serve you.
Believe it or not, spring will be here before you know it. So you should seek a lawn company that will care about your lawn as much as they care about our local athletes. That company is ProLawn, a professional fertilizing and weed control lawn company located right here in Fargo. Visit ProLawn online at prolawnfm.com and request a free estimate. Even with all the snow on the ground, ProLawn can still give you an accurate estimate with competitive prices as well as a prepayment discount. Contact ProLawn today, 701-293-0733, or email prolawnfargo@gmail.com. Challenge Nutrition in South Fargo is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 different varieties, you are guaranteed to find multiple favorites that will quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different liftoffs. They'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Challenge Nutrition today, 5050 Timber Parkway, Suite 106 in South Fargo. Challenge Nutrition, nutrition for the win. Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only to the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/ndsportschannel/live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. The Magnitude Sports Media Network is all about bringing your team home when they're on the road and bringing your team to your friends, fans, and family who are on the road. Does your team have a huge road game coming up on the schedule that your fans aren't able to attend? Does your family live in a different part of the country? Consider sponsoring your team. We can show you who's watching the game, the age group, the actual number of viewers, so team up with us to bring your team back to your home television when they're on the road playing. Visit our website, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843.
High school sports programs provide valuable lessons for practical life solutions, teamwork, sportsmanship, and hard work. Students learn self-respect through responsibility of their actions through high school activities. There are kids out there, coaches and parents, who appreciate sports officials for doing a tough job with class. More officials are needed, someone like you. Contact your local high school or the North Dakota High School Activities Association to find out how to become an official. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
All right, welcome back. Let's take a look at a full game recap here as they're shutting off the lights. You can find us on line and Twitter at msportsnet, youtube.com/magnitudesports, facebook.com/msportsnet live. Game recap. Since the lights are going off, we'll quickly go over this here. Blake Berg with 18, Tyler Terhark with 2, 5 for Jackson Money, 3 for Chuck DuBois, 2 for Jaheim Leak, and the leading scorer is Zion Detman, 33, and he wishes that he had 34. If he did, we'd still be playing. Ty Satter with 6, Mason Bitts with 2, Owen Heckner with 3, Justice Noel with 8, 12 for Grayson Hammond, 9 for Cameron Van Dam, 2 for Nate Hensel, and Cole Hage led the way with 20 points, including 2 big threes and a fadeaway off the baseline here, about a 12-footer to knot it up at 60. To give him a 60, I don't remember what the score was at that point, but I'm still trying to soak this all in, to be 100% honest with you. So we're going to go with dual players of the game here. Zion Detman in a losing effort with 33 points, led all scorers for both teams. Cole Hage had a huge second half to pull the Eagles back into it, give them a lead, and give them a chance to win it. So Cole Hage and Zion Detman are dual players of the game here for our final regular season broadcast of the year. Zion Detman was, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He was 7 of 8 from the free throw line. And, man, the good news is they're going to the EDC tournament, and they will more than likely be in the state tournament as well, barring a huge breakdown here. But our next broadcast will be at, let's see here, Fargo, East Grand Forks. Tomorrow we'll be up in East Grand Forks. That should be another great matchup. We saw the Green Wave earlier this year against Minneapolis North. A game they fell short in. Barnesville is hot here going into the end of the year. That should be another great matchup. JV at 6, varsity at 7 o'clock. And we'll have that game for you here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Our sponsors, one more time, thanks so much for your support this season. Allstate Fred Hage Agency, Van Dam Chiropractic, Challenge Nutrition, and Prolon hopping on about midway through the season. All the Fargo Davies families who pitched in to help with junior varsity coverage and girls varsity basketball coverage this year. We certainly appreciate your support. All right, well, that's going to wrap it up. Once again, your finals from today in the girls' game. It was Fargo Davies 63-61 in overtime over the Mustangs, and in the boys' game, 69-68 in overtime. Little bonus basketball action for you here on a doubleheader. And then I think Wahpeton won both over Fargo South on our other two broadcasts that we had on Magnitude for you here today. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll talk to you tomorrow from East Grand Forks for the Green Wave and the Barnesville Trojans here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.